Inside this warehouse in North Lincolnshire, tons of abandoned waste. Most of it baled up plastic, but clearly not all of it going by the stench. The discovery was made by enforcement officers from the Environment Agency as part of a crackdown on rogue operators. Like hundreds of others making money from waste crime, the man who put it here had failed to get the necessary licences and permits. It's easy to understand how the illegal operators are able to undercut their legitimate competitors when they're constantly cutting corners. This site was left to get in such a state that when Environment Agency officers came to carry out an inspection, they found it difficult to complete because they were overwhelmed by an infestation of flies. This was what they filmed as they arrived in May of last year. And the flies spread. At the White Hart pub half a mile away in Brigg, the problem became unbearable.
On this street alone, there's another pub, there's a butcher's, there's a bakery. You know, it soon became clear that we were all suffering with them, all struggling with them, which, you know, makes the town look bad.
It's estimated that waste crime diverts as much as £1 billion every year from British businesses and the Treasury. But nearly 1,300 waste sites were stopped from operating illegally between April 2012 and March this year. That's almost twice as many as in the previous 12 months.
It's so frustrating that we have to go through all the procedures that we have to do to get these lads the health and safety, the environmental management, and the bogus operators are basically going around with none of this, filling warehouses full of waste and just walking away from it.
It's cost Bell Waste Control millions of pounds in investment to make sure the business is run properly. The extra funding for the illegal waste sites task force ends soon, but the Environment Agency plans to use the methods it's developed to keep the pressure on rogue operators.
People who operate illegally probably don't pay taxes, certainly aren't paying their proper landfill tax. So there are a variety of income sources which government isn't getting. And then there's the money lost to legitimate industry that would be paying the appropriate taxes.
The man behind this mess had to pay nearly £20,000 in fines and costs. But if he doesn't come back to remove what's left, clearing it up will be down to the landowner. Emma Birchley, Sky News, North Lincolnshire.